miners, and hello you archaeologists, I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm having a Bladerunner adventure. This is my second stream, and probably the second episode. I have a schedule. I have these, this playlist, which I call the Muddle and Mystery playlist. I play on Tuesdays and Mondays, and today's Tuesday, yesterday was Monday. That'll be the next game if I complete Blade Runner. But you know, sometimes I'm just tired on a Monday. What I'm doing, I got very little done. I played for about an hour and a half yesterday, and I got about, let's say, 10 minutes worth of stuff done. Very little I figured out yesterday, which is kind of embarrassing because Blade Runner is a game I played and completed as a teenager, so I know where the story goes and everything like that. But I just, for the life of me, could not figure out the next step. And I was a bit tired. And my fucking allergies were playing havoc with me. It's been bad all day. They're quite good now. And I hope they haven't done that thing that my allergies sometimes doing, where they go, oh, you're starting a stream. Now, go. Anyway, that's all my excuses. So at the end of my last stream, I wanted a nudge. I was like, look, I'm just going to look up a hint. And literally the first thing I read is like, I know it's something in the Esper machine, right? Because obviously that's the missing place. And I'm trying to, like, I know I'm looking for one of those two people, one of well, specifically Zub and Lucy. And it says about Lucy's desk, and look at Lucy, and I suddenly go, oh, of bloody course. I turn the game on, this is after the stream, and I literally immediately find the two pieces of evidence. I'm really annoyed at myself. It's all I did was just not click in the place, and one of them. So I'll redo the steps. Obviously it's this. Obviously it's this one because it's the one I found nothing in. So I'm like, oh yeah, Lucy's desk, right there. And the game does that.
A sushi menu from Howie Lee's. Give me a hard copy of that.
How did I not do that? There's that. And then I'm like, she's right there. I can see her now. It's like, obviously she's in the room we saw her in the first cutscene. So that...
Hello there, Lucy. Give me a hard copy of that.
So there we go. I'm pretty sure that's all I needed to carry on with the game. We have Lucy. We have the sushi menu.
Howie Lee's. Bryant once got food poisoning there, so he shut it down for a couple of months.
I'm assuming we can go to Chinatown now. And that's obviously the only thing well, Lucy's desk was the only nudge I got. But yeah, I think it should be self-evident that I'm doing a little better. Although I will say it's fucking 11. I started way too late again, but I don't have to go into the office tomorrow, so it's not as bad. My allergies were bad all day today as well. It's really annoying. I had to be outside for ages.
Destination, Chinatown.
My work wasn't too bad, but I'm sure I've forgotten to do something, and I'm really nervous about that.
This girl ever eat around here?
Nah, all gaijin look like your old man.
This from your place, isn't it?
Yes, sir. You do Huawei favor? Distribute all through our police station?
you know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
North, huh?
Oh, fuck. Too trusting. I wasn't expecting that at all.
A big guy run past here?
Hey, maybe spare some chicken?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. The big man, he kinda limping. That away.
Okay, you gotta... Well, there's only one way to go, but still.
Totally uninteresting.
Should I say... Oh, hang on.
Totally uninteresting.
Let's say my game. Alright, let's put numbers.
Locked. Locked. Keeping out of trouble, Howie?
You bet, McCoy. Some joker you are.
The guy dumped new such all over my coat and didn't even stick around to apologize. Looked like someone with a guilty conscience to me.
Oh, I can't find him.
Select destination. Police station.
Let's go to the police station.
This is Crystal Steel badge number BR61354, conducting the interrogation of Spencer Gregorian, leader of CARS, Citizens Against Replicant Slavery, November 22nd, 2019.
I once again asked that my attorney...
Shut it, shitbird. I'm asking the questions. We've already put you on the machine, so we know you're not a skin job.
That term offends me.
Okay, so you're not one of those biomechanical scumbags. And you claim to not know anything about the bombing at Tyrell.
This is true. We advocate equal rights under the law for replicants. We have nothing against Tyrell Corporation for creating them.
That's some sick logic.
The replicants are living organisms, whether people like you like it or not. Replicants contribute greatly to the economic well-being of our culture. They cannot be discounted as such.
And eliminating the glitches in that business is ours. Hell, it'd be no skin off my nose if each and every one of them was hosed down for good. You ever see this guy?
Why, yes. Actually, I have. He was present at the protest. He's not part of our group, but outsiders are usually welcome.
How many new faces showed up that day?
Not too many. A handful at most.
Describe them to me.
I don't know if I can.
Oh no. Recording off.
I don't like steel.
Describe them to me again.
Just the Rastafarian fellow. And that friend of his. A slim blonde man, Asian, with a ponytail. Can I see my attorney?
Let me ask you a question. Who the hell bankrolls your operation?
Well, we have a number of anonymous donors.
Such as?
So anonymous even, I don't know who they are. People with resources.
Bravo, Spencer. You've done your civic duty for the day.
It's Steel is Elisa Delstein. I don't know how to pronounce her second name. Who is in house? I knew I recognised that voice. I wanted to check so I didn't embarrass myself and be like, hey. And now I'm really annoyed because I should have shooted my shot without confirming it first. That's cool. I don't like that character very much though.
Mainframe and shooting range. Laboratory.
Oh no, I've got to upload all the fucking evidence first, don't I?
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Cool. Anything I should... License plate. Doesn't say fresh.
A license plate. You know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know, and who I don't know.
And then we'll go to the lab.
Laboratory.
Anything else?
Come back at me when you got something worthwhile, McCoy.
Hey, back to the scene, I guess. Scene of the crime. I've got a fucking license plate. Why can't you run that?
Select destination Chinatown.
Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
You got the license plate from it.
Totally uninteresting. Totally uninteresting.
That voice is familiar as well, but maybe he's just that guy who's in everything. I'd have to check. I'll try and...
Totally uninteresting.
I'll see if it comes to me, though. I was going to say it yesterday as well. I was a bit distracted yesterday.
Locked.
Oh. Yeah, I thought I'd get a little bit of momentum. That makes more sense now that you jump between those.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
I'm really surprised the Super interview and the license plate gets me nothing.
Locked. Yuck. Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was gonna...
Guess I could try going home again? I can't even tell this guy's stuff's gone missing. Oh,
Select destination your apartment.
Dr. Cuddy, was it? It's been a while since I've seen House. Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck. Huh.
Rumor has it you've been earning your stripes, McCoy.
Oh, I know who you are.
Working on it.
Keep it up. You just might have a future in this business.
I understand it's got a hell of a retirement plan.
You VK the mark before retirement?
Didn't have to.
That's why they call it the magic.
I'm starting to understand.
You ever retire a human, your career is over. Remember that. I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moonbus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How many reps we talking about?
Enough. They're Nexus 6s, so don't take too much slack.
Gotcha.
I mean, I only shot that guy because he attacked me, to be honest, but... What's his name? Gus? Fuck, what's his... Brant. No, Brant is. It's been a while since I've seen Blade Runner, right?
Yuck.
Just yuck. It's about like report it. I mean, I feel like I should say he's dead. But go bed. Do I report this?
Voice print identification. Your
Too bad.
phone number, please.
What's the line? Too bad she won't live. But then again, who does? That guy.
Apartments.
You know, the guy from Battlestar Galactica.
88. Thank you.
Good doggy.
Could even be the same voice. It's not like he was doing much in the 90s, right, that guy?
Zubin was the first Nexus 6 I'd come up against. There was something in his eyes, an almost primordial desire to live.
Not like
Most of the
everyone's got
3s,
that.
4s, and 5s I'd seen would just give up when you had them. But these 6s, they were a whole other breed.
Okay then.
Portrait of the sleep deprived.
Got your delivery here, man.
What?
Kingston Kitchen.
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Oh, he was at the rally.
Is this what the gravity be like on Mars?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say...
Oh, mean things to do to a dog.
Can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred Chihuahua, and he's totally real.
Things going good at Tyrell Corporation?
Boring, boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? And your test studies, contacts, the works?
Only simulator. Extraterrestrial gravity.
1 more minute, you be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes, they be hosing you off the True Life building across town.
No, I swear. I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give it to you.
My people sick and dying. You tell me something.
Talk to Dr. Tyrell.
Tell me something I don't know.
The organ designers, Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance. They're closer to him than I am.
Where?
DNA Row. They're all working down on DNA Row. No.
You one miserable package, man.
No, please, don't.
It's the same voice actor as from yesterday, as the shop owner.
Hope you aren't camped out there with a bottle of tequila.
Oh, very funny.
Early bird slays the worm, McCoy.
Don't worry, I'm up, Lieutenant. What's the buzz?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
Inside?
That's right. But we also got a sweet little break at it. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang.
Beautiful. How many perps?
Just one. I don't know if it's related to the runs center deal or not. Tyrell security will have the disc for you when you get there. You'll be good, killer.
Okay, I need to know his name before I can look it up. As I said yesterday, he sounds like the guy from whose line is it anyway? He's in Things. I just don't know. I can't remember his name right now.
Ah, dog breath.
Voice print identification.
But it'd be nice if I could get a 2 for 2.
Number, please.
No, I'm
Ground
leaving.
floor.
How do you not know I'm leaving my apartment smart door? I figured out Lisa Edelstein. Stein. I don't know how you pronounce her name. Dr. Cuddy. I'll figure out main character at some point. I'm not going to look that one up.
Select destination. Tyrell Pyramids.
So I tried to explain this yesterday, and I don't know if I did a good job of it, where it's like, it's a style of story where it's like, not like a soft reboot, but like a version of exactly the same events, but subtly different.
McCoy, LPD.
Just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grub test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras. You get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenduler ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
Eisenduler.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is him. It's Michael. I don't think I know his name. Mike McShane. He's in Whose Line Is It Anyway from 1988 to 1999. So I should have specified which version of Whose Line. The old version. But he's in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves as the monk. Fuck, I've forgotten the monk's name. That's cool. Also, he plays someone else as well. Yeah, he plays Jack Walls, which... Yeah, oh, yes, of course. If that's who I was thinking about then. Cool. That's neat.
One more thing.
I've told you everything I know, Detective. I gotta work. These monitors don't watch themselves.
Yeah, it's a tough gig.
I don't know that voice. Sounds like I would guess a New York accent, but I don't know. Paper craft.
The earring was shaped like an insect.
No,
I
it's
didn't know
not.
much
It's
about
an earring.
jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row.
Huh.
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed, not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the Grav Lab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates? I'd need an engineer to tell me what all these displays meant, and the only one handy was busy being wallpaper.
It's a good way of putting that, but sure.
Jesus. I've seen worse, but not by much.
Learn anything?
You could strain him through a sieve.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up. Obviously, he'd been killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story. The killer was an expert. The charge had been big enough to do the job, but not big enough to shatter the soundproof walls of the float chamber. But I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
This earring yours?
Maybe it belonged to that other cop who was up here. The babe with the shades and the cigarettes.
Dr.
Change your
Cuddy.
style. Call her babe to her face. You're liable to end up with a severe limp.
Okay. Is it set? Yeah, apparently I'm supposed to get conversational choices, but...
You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, is there anything else?
Disgusting. I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up.
So I'm trying to figure out voice actors, because it's a fun extra game I get to play now. And, like, this is... I swear this is a recognisable voice, and I know there's at least, like, 3 people that are in everything, but not PC games, generally. And I know this was on PlayStation as well, I think. But I don't know. You go through casting directors. You go through companies, right? And the 2 people I recognised don't like make me think of those group of voice actors, like the really famous ones.
It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series, the kind of glossy hype that ends up littering the floor at trade shows. This one was for the new entertainment model, a comedian designed to entertain the troops off-world.
Specifically because this is Westwood, and some in conjunction with something else. And, well, the 2 people I recognise are live action, and obviously Command & Conquer's also live action. Whereas the famous voice actors, apart from the guy in Death Stranding.
Lagging behind again?
It's Dr. Cuddy.
Didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm following up on my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
How's yours connected to mine?
I'm still fitting the pieces together. You know the moon bus massacre that went down last month?
Gaff mentioned something about it.
The rogue skin jobs probably flew to Earth. And one of them is a demolitions expert, similar MO to your Vic upstairs.
Hell of a coincidence.
I'll call you if I find out anything more about your case.
Depending on what path you go down, she's essentially your main villain.
You friendly with Eisendaler?
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus, Dr. Eisendaler, he almost never left his lab.
He afraid of somebody?
I think it had something to do with the air outside and the germs.
Germs?
I once heard him complain about it.
Smart. What was his job?
Glove test chief engineer. The lab runs tests to see how a replicant would perform in different planetary gravitational fields. That kind of thing. One of the other engineers could tell you more.
Do you know if anyone lost an earring like this one lately?
Not one of the employees, that's for sure. The boss enforces a strict dress code around here.
How did Eisendaler's moo-moo fit in?
Hey, you know, company rules only apply to the lesser mortals.
How do I get in to see the big boss?
You don't, unless he wants to see you.
Okay. How do I make him want to see me?
Well, you could call his personal assistant.
Who is?
Don't know offhand.
Yeah, I get the picture. You know anything about Tyrell's computer system?
Security is tight as a drum, if that's what you're asking.
Somebody tried to access restricted data from the terminal in Dr. Eisendaler's office.
But they couldn't get in.
Yeah. Looks like Dr. Tyrell keeps his files safer than he keeps his employees.
I mean, I feel like that's easier, generally. To the police station.
Select destination.
Mainframe and shooting range. Mainframe and shooting range.
Yeah, go to the mainframe.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Can I look at the video?
Scanning video disk. One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
One from a video?
Tyrell Grav Test Lab.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row. Give me a hard copy of that.
Oh, fuck.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Give me a hard copy of that.
Why did they use the same voice line? You lazy bastards. There's no real way to intuit what's going to be important. Like, I look at the dog, I look at all the people and the dog because it's a fairly obvious thing. With a gun. Another dog there. Poor Chihuahuas, or possibly, well, I say possibly fake. Obviously, thematically, if it's complicated enough, it's not anymore. I can't see the bomb or anything. But I'm hoping that's enough.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network. The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked...
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim.
The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told... The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk.
Describe them to me again.
Just the Rastafarian fellow. And that friend of his, a slim blonde man.
Kingston Kitchens. Where have I heard that before? You keeping busy, pal?
Come back at me when you got something worthwhile, McCoy.
Yeah, there you go. He's the guy from. I did say yesterday that he sounded like the guy from whose line is anyway?
We get a new weapons shipment?
Yeah, Guza requisitioned a couple of cases for the assault teams.
Let me guess. He's
Fire
planning on
attack.
taking
There we
down
go.
a small city.
Lieutenant's a big believer in overkill.
Lucky Strikes. Crystal's brand. I knew she was spending a lot of time in the training maze these days, even though she'd already gotten close to a perfect score.
Crystal Steel is a very porn name, although it's the 90s, so like a a romance novel name. What are they called? Not Leather and Lace. You know, the sort of Fabio, one of that style of romance novel. Where are we going? Oh, somewhere.
Roof.
Oh yeah.
Laboratory.
To the lab. Mills and Boons. That's what I was thinking.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Which I don't think exists anymore because. So I've recently got a Kindle. It's quite good. I'm kind of impressed. It's anything that takes away friction from reading. I should have known, but like I don't know. There's always a chance that just you wouldn't use it at all. But we'll see. We'll see after I read a book or two if I keep doing it. But the point I was, it gives you a free subscription to like indie books, and they all look fucking crap to me. But I'm sure if you're the right person, there's a wealth of reading there. And obviously,
Select destination.
I don't know if cheap romance is the easiest genre actually, but it is the genre in the 90s that you just had the most like tat in, and obviously now with the internet you can bypass those things.
Animoid Row.
There we go. There should be a name for this sort of genre, this sort of, where you go to all the same places and you do something similar but not exactly the same.
You know who deals in insects down here?
Yeah, that guy.
You don't want insects? They're no good companion. But fish. Fish are good. I have every kind of fish for you. Blowfish, dorado, miniature sailfish. Very friendly.
No, thanks. I got a dog at home.
Fish just as good as dog.
No, my dog is real.
Real? Oh, you must make lots of money.
Let's get back to insects. Official LPD business.
Down at end of Animal Row, you see big green sign.
It's definitely not a real dog.
Good luck with dog, friend. Hope he stays healthy.
She.
I must know your fucking voice from somewhere. Like a theme park? No. Yeah. Hang on, there's a word for it.
I interest you in a snake, noble one?
Not today, thanks. You know anything about insects?
I regret that I do not, noble one, save that I feed them to my snails.
You do what?
Artificial ones, of course. The safeguards in the design of my snakes would not allow them to swallow a real insect.
I assume that this insect is already extinct.
They all died after the war, yes.
So the fakes must be pretty expensive.
If bought in bulk, the price is acceptable. They do not need to eat them, of course, but the added realism is worth every penny. Have you ever seen such craftsmanship?
Right now I'm more interested in the insect.
Perhaps you should ask the Peruvian woman next door. She's an expert on such things and will cut a wonderful deal to friends.
Are you taking any drugs?
Can't hear you from that distance.
Nice looking creatures you have around here.
See? Good product. Scorpios, my best work. Finest quality. And poison.
Isn't that illegal?
I have permit, senor. My customers demand authenticity.
this your work?
Ah, dragon.
Dragon?
See? Anosoptera. Dragonfly, late of the American South Swampland.
You sell jewelry with dragonflies?
Item like that, very special significance. Very rare, senor. Estate item, and most likely part of large collection. Person must have plenty money to obtain a collection.
More than I can afford.
You try Hawker's Circle. Might want to trade for this. With luck, you may find.
If this is from a collection, I'm also looking for the other pieces.
I make you a deal. I found out where to get dragonfly jewelry. Then you buy a piece, right? For special lady friend? You come back later.
I'll do that.
You take care, chasing the dragon.
I feel that I mean something specifically different, but both. Hang on, here. Both streets take me to the same place. No.
I doubted if any of the animals were real. No self-respecting owner would expose his pets to the noise, the stink, and the dirt.
There's a clock, I always said. 2 minutes. That's how much time I give every stranger that wanders in here off the street.
Sell a lot of stuff that way?
I don't encourage browsers. What impresses me are people who know what they want and are not afraid to pay for it.
What's the most expensive thing you got in here?
Value is a relative notion. What's significant to you might be meaningless to me.
And vice versa.
Everything here is guaranteed. The finest, most authentic anyone can get.
Is it a diamond store? Hey, that sounds like an annoying person I'm gonna have to deal with at some point.
I got a couple of questions for you, Captain.
First one's on the house. The rest you pay for. You want chit-chat, you hire a hooker. This ain't no social club.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one. Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one.
Am I spending my money? Kingston Town.
Step up, step up. Mama Isabella cook you something special. Put a glow in your cheek.
McCoy, LPD. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Questions? They always need answers.
This guy work for you?
No, but I wish he do. He be one fine-looking man.
You sure? Never seen him before.
I'd remembered him for sure.
You send a lot of deliveries over to Marcus Eisenduller at the Tyrell building?
Eisenduller. Oh, Eisenduller, yeah! Let me tell you, that man can't eat.
Send anything over lately?
No, sir. No deliveries to him no more. Not since last month. He be way behind on his bill.
Not for a month, eh?
At least. No more till him pay up.
You may have a little trouble collecting. He's dead. That stew's looking tasty.
Fix you right up. Only dirty chinion. It put a spring in your step, man. The ladies, they be loving you.
Thanks for your time.
I want some stew.
Are you taking any drugs?
It's kind of weird that you could just hassle people. Oh, this guy again. Guess you are a police officer.
Let me tell you what I want. and maybe I'll impress you.
All my paperwork is in order.
Doesn't matter. I don't read anyhow. What's your name?
Ezo.
Ever consort with a group called CARS? C-A-R-S?
CARS. What is that?
Citizens Against Replicant Slavery.
I don't have time for such pursuits.
How about Spencer Gregorian?
The same goes for him, whoever he is.
Funny, because he described you to a T. Even down to that stupid little ponytail you got.
It's called a chomagi.
What would you say if I told you Gregorian named you as one of the people who was there when the Tyrell building blew up?
There's a mistake somewhere along the chain of communication.
So, you're denying all involvement?
I won't lie to you, Detective. There was a time in my life when I might have been involved in such an organization. I actually cared. But now, all I care about is my business. I am nothing but a humble salesman. Perhaps I can interest you in this camera. 100 years ago, it was a cherished item. Whole families sat for portraits.
I've seen plenty of photographs in my time.
Have you ever seen this?
Oh, he's gonna do a flash, isn't he? Yeah, fuck. Oh, let me check something in a second. So a chomangi is a top knot, so probably quite common nowadays. Sorry, Alex wants to know. How did he close up? Kind of wish I said the other stuff first though. I didn't realise that was such a spicy conversation. Mainly because I just didn't recognise his description. Oh, that's cool though.
Describe them to me again.
Just the Rastafarian fellow. And that friend of his, a slim blonde man, Asian, with a ponytail.
Hold it.
No, wait!
You blew your retirement loop this time, Slim.
What are you doing here?
Tracking this piece of shit. What are you doing here besides putting your nuts on the chopping block?
Investigating Ezo. Maybe we should compare notes.
Maybe you should find another line of work. Just in case I'm not around to bail you out next time. I'll wait for the uniforms. Why don't you grab yourself a slice of quiche or something? And pick up a bottle of scotch for the real Bladerunner, will ya? Just kidding, Slim.
McCoy, LPD. Hey.
What are you doing here, Slim?
Nothing more to find.
Oh. Oh, fair enough.
That a 45 blaster under your coat, or you just happy to be here?
Can it be both?
You got good eyes.
They ought to be. They're the only organs of mine that survived the Phobos Wars intact.
Ray McCoy, Rep Detect.
Bladerunner, huh? How come I never heard of you?
I just got assigned.
Yeah, I'm kind of buddies with Davy Holden. How's he doing?
Word is he's gonna be okay.
That skin job must have been pretty damn quick getting by Davy like that. He's the best in the business.
He'll be back on the job soon. Jesus. You sell any off-world stuff? Like Ender rifles?
Nah, I ain't seen anything like that in years. Wish I had one, though. The Endo was a real workhorse. Good stopping power, decent rate of fire. You looking? Gonna cost you a bundle, I'm afraid.
Not really. Somebody shot up Runsiter's shop with one.
Sucker had it coming. I'm sure of that.
Why's that?
Runsiter's always putting on those airs like he's
No, not for that reason.
everybody else. But he'll do anything for a buck. Sell anything to anybody. That's where I draw the line. If it's suspicious, it's out of here. Got no place at Bullet Bob's.
You know anyone who might sell Ender rifles?
There's one other guy around here who dips into that stuff. Got a pawn shop down the street. Goes by the name of E02.
Fuck's sake.
But who knows what the real title is.
E02, huh? Sounds like you don't like him.
I've been around here a long time, Ray. It always pisses me off when some dilettante sets up shop and tries to horn in on my actions.
Well, I've got some good news
How
for
long
you.
has E02 been around?
He's brand new. He's a cold son of a bitch, too. I went over to introduce myself when he first moved in, and he practically ignored me. Said he was too busy to talk. Don't think I didn't consider kicking his ass, too.
You got any decent ammo for my piece?
You mean the good stuff? Because I know them police-issue spitballs just don't cut it.
Yeah, I had to use like 12 bullets.
Not these days.
Yeah, I know how it is. If you want to drop a skin job, you need a little extra oomph. I got a few clips around here somewhere. If you got the chin for it.
Okay, what's happening? Thanks for your time.
Apparently that cost me nothing.